Well, we're back with Civic episode part 2, and it's so soon because I didn't think that I was going to be able to find a motor or a complete car or what I found for what I found it for, the price. I thought it was going to take longer and I was going to have to give up, but I found a really good deal on something that is going to work perfectly, and I am stoked for it because this is going to run and drive a lot faster than I expected. So let me show you what I went and picked up just now. Here it is, my donor car. And no, it's not a D16Y8. Any guesses before I lift the hood on what motor is in here? I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. It is a D16, but it is a D16 Z6, the SI motor swap from AEG. Somehow made it into this EK coupe, but whatever, it's gonna work. My favorite part about all these cars is all the little quirks they have, like how the ignition switch is out of this thing so it looks like it's been stolen, or how I had to break the column so I could turn it, or how it's full of garbage and just random junk, that like extension cords and tools, and now I'm locked in here, and yeah, just all kinds of stuff. So I had to put a screwdriver in the ignition switch down here. And here I'm gonna try to pop start it. The battery's completely dead, but I doubt it'll start by that. I'm gonna have to go get a jump box. But I freed the clutch up, so that's pretty cool. It was frozen, but I just stomped on it really hard and it broke free, and it feels like it has pressure, so it'll probably drive once it runs. It has no belt on the engine, no accessory belt, so it'll overheat, but I literally just need to put it in the garage. Well, it's off the trailer. It has 0 brakes and there's no belt, so I know that the alternator won't charge the battery to keep it running, so there's no point in trying to pop starting it. I figured that out 5 seconds after I started moving and was like, oh yeah, whoopsie. But I'm gonna bring a battery down here, put jumper cables on it, and then it'll start. This thing's got a super convenient external battery mount right there, so when you need to do some dumb shit like this, you're good to go. I left my key up here. I need this. You can hear it's on, so let's see if it'll start. It's got this Jeep battery jumper cable to it. It's not in gear. Gotta put the phone down for a second. Maybe I could wedge it like this. Yeah, okay, there we go. I need 2 hands for this. And right to life. Heck yeah, all right, I'm gonna get this thing in the garage real quick. Boom, just like that, in the garage. Let me disconnect my contraption. I'm really surprised that the clutch works. I mean, obviously it has no brakes, but the e-brake works really good. And this guy said this thing was sitting for like 5 years and it just fires right up and runs perfect. And you can come over here and verify this by seeing that the battery is from, what does that say, 11 of 20, so 5 years old. Yeah, so I believe it. It's been sitting for a couple of years, but man, it just runs so good. I'm excited to get it in that. So now that this thing is in the garage, I'm just gonna go through it, which is probably one of my favorite things to do with a car that you buy for super cheap that's filled to the brim with garbage. It's just go through it and see what the hell you find, because sometimes you find some valuable stuff, sometimes you find dirty diapers, who knows, but we're about to figure it out. So first look into the back seat is dirty diapers. No, I'm just kidding, but pretty close. We have a child seat, like a part of it. Getting close to the dirty diapers. Got a cool new toy. It's not very good. One of these things. It's probably disgusting. The driver's door panel with a good speaker in it. Is that a Sony Explode? Don't tell me that's a Sony Explode. Let me see. Sony, but it doesn't say Explode. Anyway, Sony. That was a badass speaker in like the mid 2000s. Getting close to dirty diapers. The rest of the car seat. Garbage. Whatever this is. Garbage. Extension cords, jumper cables. I see spark plug wires over there. Score. Pliers. Let's go. These are like brand new. Heck yeah. Vice Grip Garage would call this a front pocket find, but I don't have front pockets, but I have short pockets, so short pocket find. That'll come in handy later. What's on this side? More jumper cables. Oh my God. ECU on the floor. These are looking like they're from, the Titanic. Just throw it out over there. Garbage. 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 Is that Wawa? Does this have a date on it? Let's see. Does this have a date on it? They got... I can't read any of this. Toast? No date. Can't read the date. So, womp womp. I don't even want to find out what's in there. Yep. Cluster area. Steering column. Kick panel. Ashtray. Bunch of grossness and water and an ECU. Let's go. Is this gonna work on my car? I hope it does. Hope this works. It's 3 pins. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna take this out and see if it works on my EG real quick. I don't know why I thought this would work, but it does not. The plugs are all different. I mean, duh. Why wouldn't they be? So, looks like I might be stealing an entire harness from that car over there. The whole under box harness and everything, because screw it, why not? New plan, since the ECU plug doesn't work and I'm not spending, this is budget. We're doing budget here, right? So we're gonna steal the entire dash harness, fuse box, everything I need to make all the electronics in this front half of the car work in this car, and that's what we're gonna do. So that's what I'm gonna do, and we're gonna do it. Update, going through this bitch, found all kinds of cool stuff, and I was right. They are Sony Explodes. So, cha-ching! All my money made back right there. No, I'm just kidding. But those are probably blown. Going through the trunk, it's just crammed full of garbage. So, hopefully I can find something useful in here, but it looks like everything's just junk. So, yeah, trash guy's gonna have a bunch of metal to pick up. Like, what is this? Gross. I mean, that's a strap, obviously, but plastic bits and there's water all in here and just junk. Nobody wants any of this stuff. And I found it. Explode. It's probably exploded, but hey, it's a little tiny sealed box. This was some shit back in the day, I bet. But now, it's just shit. All kinds of more stuff in here, but it's looking like it's all kind of just garbage doo-doo, but control arms, door latches, jack stands, a bunch of garbage, front spindles, just a bunch of shit. I was hoping I could find the D15 motor mounts or whatever, the D16 motor mounts for the front. Are these like rear spats for this thing or something? Like, I don't know. It looks like it, but just a bunch of garbage in all reality. That ECU is worth like $300. I looked it up. Crazy. But yeah, bunch of garbage, bunch of junk. It's all gonna get thrown away. Update, it's hot, and I got the cluster and steering wheel off. I'm working on getting all the harness clips and everything unplugged and taken out, and then I'm gonna take the dash out, then the harness will come out. So when that happens, I will show you. Update, it's hot, and I got the cluster and steering wheel off. I'm working on getting all the harness clips and everything unplugged and taken out, and then I'm gonna take the dash out, then the harness will come out. So when that happens, I will show you. So I got the dash, the glove box, these buttons, the ECU. Oh, it's right there. So that's the cluster and the steering wheel. Everything out of here. Just to figure out that this whole harness can be pulled out through the engine bay. Haha. But I'm not sure if this plug would plug into the chassis harness, which is this. It goes up into everything. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna steal all of the wiring and the fuse box over there and just the everything and just put this whole dash in the car, because all you gotta do is just trim some stuff and it'll fit just fine. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah, that'll be cool. All right, here we are. Dash is all out. I'm trying to get the rusty battery box out. It's screwed. So I'm gonna probably give up for tonight and say that was pretty good progress and join in tomorrow. So yeah, I gotta take I'm taking the entire wiring harness out of this thing and putting it in the other car. So that's a big task, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. It'll be nice. So I decided to continue working on the Civic, and I have the whole entire harness, dash harness, out to the engine, to the ECU, to the everything right here, all the way from ignition under the dash. As you can see, everything, the whole harness is out, right? Digging through the back seat, and let me show you. Now I'm after this harness that goes from the fuse box right there all the way back to, I'm gonna stop here because I'm just gonna splice it into the EG, because all that's back from here is taillights, and I don't really care about that being perfect because it's just taillights. But I was trying to get the rear seat out because I need the harness that goes to the fuel pump, right? So I dug through there and I was digging all the interior that I was I'd thrown in the back seat out, and I found this. This is a little older than me. I guarantee it's older than me. And look what's in here. Wu-Tang. What's this? What's the next one? Marvin Gaye. Oh my goodness. What's this? FBI anti-privacy. I don't know who that is. See, like I'm saying, this is older than me. I can't even tell. Don't even know. Don't even know what that is, but let's keep going because that's Marvin Gaye. More Wu-Tang. We got the mystery mix. It says Rackham. Bro, this guy. 2012. 3 rings. What does that say? I can't even. Realist presents. Crook Island Beats. 2. Anemia. Cappadonia, The Privilege. What does this one say? Rocky music. Bro, if you guys know me, when I find a mixtape with a car, I keep that forever. I had a mixtape in my 93 Camry that I bought that was all like, it was all like Jelly Roll and all kinds of old stuff from the 90s and 2000s that I was like, this is a banger. They don't make rap music like this anymore. I left it in the CD player when I sold the car. I was so pissed. But now I have so much more that it's going to take me so long to listen to all this. None of my cars even have CD players in it except my truck. This one's just called High. All right, it's the next day and we're working on, the shit Civic again. Here we go. I pulled out the whole body harness from here all the way to where the fuel pump is, and I'm cutting out all the stuff I don't need. So let me show you what it looks like now, and I'll show you what it looks like when I am done. So here, let's check it out. So I've already kind of cut a few things. I'm gonna need one of these grounds for fuel pump stuff, but all this is like power windows. It went all up into the door for like door speakers. I'm gonna run my own wires for that. And then back here, I had to cut these grounds because that bolt was destroyed. Rear power windows and garbage. This goes to the fuel pump, and it stopped right here to go across to something else, probably to the other side windows, but I don't care because I'm going to do my own harness for brake lights and blinkers in the rear because that's going to be super easy. But yeah, this is the main fuel pump harness stuff that goes to the fuse box that I pulled out right there. So yeah, I'm going to cut all those wires out that I don't need, and yeah, so it looks like this now, and then ta-da, it's done. I cut out all the unnecessary stuff. I'm not sure where this loom's exactly gonna lay because it all plugs into that fuse box over there. So once it's all in the car, I will tape it up nice and shield it nice so it looks good. But that's all the crap I cut out. All like windows and speakers and junk I don't need. So yeah. So we're getting pretty close to pull this motor out. I just got to do axles and motor mounts and shift linkage, and it'll come out. As you can see, I got all this junk off of it. It's over there. If anyone needs any EK parts, let me know. I got all kinds of garbage for you. One man's trash is another man's treasure, that's what they say. So if you need anything, let me know. I got some shit. So yeah, I'm gonna get this motor out, and then I'll show you guys when I get the motor out. That's how this works. I do it, and then I show you, and you watch it. You hit like, you hit subscribe, and we're all happy, right? So go and do that. Appreciate it. Well, there's the motor right there. So yeah, it's out and all this junk is out. I gotta order a couple more parts, like the motor mount right here, the T-bracket, whatever one. No, T-bracket's in the back, but the driver side one is different on the EG than the EK. And same with the motor mount on this side here. It's different also, so I gotta order that. So once I do all that, then I can put this into the EG, and yeah, then I can start doing that. I wanna do a lot of things like clean it, paint the valve cover, do all this stuff, make sure it looks good, timing belt, you know, stuff like that to make it a more reliable, better, complete swap. So thanks for watching, guys, and please like it and subscribe it and comment whatever you know you think I should do to this motor, and to get more horsepower out of it, because it only probably gonna make like 100 110, you know, D16 Z6, the SI EG swap. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.
Life is this. I like this.